Mr. Dutchy Beats.
Yo, what's going on?
Where are you?
I'm in McDonald's, man.
Yeah, whereabouts?
Mildenhall. Near
Right.
RAF Mildenhall. Near the
I don't know it, but if you'd said like Wembley Park, I would have been pissed.
No, man. There's a car crash, isn't it? Didn't you get my messages?
Yeah, sorry, yeah, the one about the burning flesh.
Yeah, burnt human flesh. Yeah, man. Definitely. It was definitely like I could smell the burnt plastic, but it was mingled with something else. So I'm assuming that it was burnt human
Why
flesh.
wouldn't you? Yeah, why wouldn't you assume it's fucking burnt human flesh?
Jesus Christ, man.
That's what happens when you have a car crash, isn't it? The car blows up, you're stuck in there, you get fried.
So we're starting.
Anyway, welcome to how you doing, mate? Podcast. How you doing, AC?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. What about you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, not smell any burning flesh today, but I'm not doing too bad.
We're just drinking our mighty malts, man. You know what I mean?
Mighty Malts, not Magnums then, no?
Not Magnums, no.
We're celebrating, you know what I mean? It's been a year we're doing the podcast. We tried to bring it back where it all started, but as usual, AC fucked it up.
As usual, AC is
Hey,
a fly in the ointment.
Not my fault, man. Not my fault.
You know what? I got to remember
it on yourself.
No, definitely not. Like, so I got to give the listeners some context here, yeah. So we wanted to do this podcast, everyone together. AC got in a group chat talking about, yo, I'm in Scotland, then I'm in Dover, then I'm in France, then I got to flip over to Germany real quick. And basically what he was saying is like, you bums can do a podcast whenever you want, yeah, because you some broke bums.
Yeah.
But me, I got to work, bro. That's what he was trying to say. Like,
I got to go to the Russian moon landing site and check that out. And then I got to make my way back to Harrow. I'm all over the place.
I didn't appreciate it, bro.
No.
You got what? What you got to do, bro?
No. We're just taking the mickey out of you, mate.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
And one of our listeners was like, oh, I thought you said you were doing a podcast this week or whatever. And I was like, oh, no, we're not doing it. And they were like, why not? And I was like, oh, Ace's a cunt. And but like, I forget, yeah. People don't know the relationships. They're like, oh, what's he done? Like, I was like, nah, he's cool. Right, They thought it was beef, man.
Yeah. I was chatting about both you cunts to Dead Bonsai last night. He's one of our regular listeners, and I was basically calling you both cunts.
Okay.
As you do, and he had a very similar reaction where he was he's like, "What? What's going on? What's happened?"
Yeah.
No, they're just both cunts.
Bonsai.
Dead Bonsai, yeah.
Does he make bonsai trees as well, like Mr. Miyagi and that one?
No. He said his son gave him the name Dead Bonsai because he kept buying bonsai trees and they kept dying.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a good name, though.
Yeah, it's a wicked name, Dead Bonsai.
Because I always think like it's hard to come up with like a cool alternative name.
Yeah.
And the best ones come just out of nowhere, man.
Out of tragedy.
Yeah.
Out of dead bonsai trees.
We're not going to get into what's the best rapper names, but I think Colours Miyagi has always been one of my favorite.
Colours Miyagi. I don't even know who that is. Who's Colours Miyagi? So
Colours Miyagi was like one of them big. He was a road rapper. He was big, kind of like when road rap was at its peak, 2009, 2010, them times.
Yeah.
But he's back, man. He's back with a new album. Someone hit me to it.
Because Colours Miyagi sounds like he'd be signed to like High Focus. He sounds like he'd be from Surrey.
Kind of,
like
but he's not. Nah, when I think Colours Miyagi, I guess because I know like who he is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you think like Fix Dottam, Femme Fell, Blade Brown. That school.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Did he start the Colours freestyles?
No, I don't think he did. I think if he AC, shut up. But
Look at him with his McDonald's milk. Look at that. His little sachet of McDonald's milk.
Is that they giving to you a sachet of milk?
Yeah.
You know that's not real milk. Yeah.
Bro, it's something in it.
It's more vegan than the vegan burger.
Yeah, the vegan. I just had the vegan burger, man.
What was it like?
It was all right, but the burger was made by Beyond Meat, innit?
Guys,
and I don't really rate their stuff too tough. Yeah, I think there's another brand called Moving Mountains or something like that. Their burgers, their veggies or whatever plant-based burgers are banging.
See, there's one called This as well, which their stuff is wicked. Their vegan bacon is absolutely banging.
Really? I've never tried vegan bacon before.
Yeah, it's really nice. The only good one, to be honest.
Yeah.
AC, how do you go from like the idea, because I know you're full conspiracy theorist now, right? So how do you go from the idea like you're like, oh, I'm not taking no vaccination, to eating McDonald's? Like,
yeah.
What do you mean?
Drinking mystery milk.
Yeah, drinking mystery milk, eating mystery meat.
Who said I'm against the vaccine, innit?
Obviously, I know like publicly you're not taking that stance all the way, but I know behind the scenes,
privately,
you're fully involved.
If I was against it behind the scenes, I wouldn't be saying it on a public podcast, though, would I?
Nah, on a public podcast, you're like you say you're against it, but you don't. You're kind of like you kind of take the middle ground, did it? So on the podcast or in your public persona, you're like, yeah, guys, you can do what you want, man. Like, it's up to you, you know what I mean? Like, you can do what you want. I'm not for it or against it. But obviously, in your private time.
Yeah, in those underground meetings.
In the underground meetings. The underground Facebook forums. Where I always see you pop up.
On the dark web.
I'm like Anne Frank out here, man. I'm like
Frank.
Hiding from all you lot.
You're hiding with your star that you made yourself and stuck on yourself. Like, yo, I'm being persecuted.
I got a feeler. That's
feeler, yeah. That's the code. That's the code for your little underground coven.
Yeah. If you see anyone
coven.
See anyone in feeler, they're AVs. They're AV. We're called the AV clan, isn't it?
Well, the anti-vaxxers.
Yeah. And you guys are vaxists because you're like fascists, isn't it? The vaxists. That's your.
Yeah.
But I'm not necessarily against it because I think that we're going to be taken to alien planets with it. So
we're going to be taken to alien planets with it. Expand on that, please.
The aliens have done a deal with our government to inject us with this thing so that we can be acclimatized to their. We've got protection against alien germs and shit, innit?
Right.
So when we go to their planet, they're going to take us as a labor force to work as slave labor on their planets, yeah.
Right.
But as long as you know that's going to happen, you can prepare and then we're ready to revolt and get laser guns and shit on the alien planet and overpower the guy and then start a rebellion, innit?
Can I get a timeline? When's this gonna happen?
Well, like next year, I reckon. Like next year, something like that.
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah. When it doesn't happen next year, can I laugh at you in your face?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Right.
Can I laugh at you now?
But I'm not saying that's a definite.
Obviously, obviously.
Oh, that's a smart one. That's a smart one.
Yeah, he's got all his bases covered there, isn't
he? Yeah. This is the one I love, This is the one I love, where conspiracy theorists take things that are really obviously going to happen, and then say, oh, we were saying this 6 months ago, and everyone called us conspiracy theorists.
See, look, we told you so.
We told you this was going to happen. It's like
vaccine passports. We told you so. Yeah, everybody knew about that.
Like, mate. that wasn't a secret, mate. That really wasn't. Boosters. We told you boosters was going to happen.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how vaccines work, mate.
But did you see that video that was going about where there was a little alien creature inside the vaccine that they looked at? And it was sentient. It was a sentient.
It was going around on the bits of Facebook that you look at and the people that you follow. Yeah.
It wasn't on Facebook at all. Even like people like Terra don't even know about this one. I don't think.
See, this is what I'm saying, AC, man. You're a double agent. You should be telling him. You should be letting him know straight away when that stuff pops up. Yeah, you should be telling Terra straight away, yo, bro, we got some new information for him to be, you know what I mean, jumping them.
I thought he would have known about it already. I thought Terry would have known about it already, but he hasn't said anything about it, so I'm assuming that he doesn't.
All right, so tell us about it. Tell us sheeple about what's going on with the alien in the vaccine.
Well, I was sent this thing, and it was like some doctor in Poland or something, and he looked at the vaccine, and there was a little creature in it, there was creatures in the vaccine. And one of them was a sentient being in it. Okay. And it got up and looked at him. It was aware of him looking at him. But you can't get it on Facebook or YouTube or anything because they just ban the video all the time.
Of course.
Of course.
What's the other one? What's the other one where everyone's going on now?
I don't know. There's loads of
4chan.
No, not that one. Not the Nazi one. It was something else.
That's not the one you're normally on.
What's it called? Okay, it's Broadcast or something like that. What's it called?
Telegraph. Bill Wire. No, not Telegraph or Telegram. It wasn't that
Telegram,
one. It was Bill Wire, something, I don't know, Daily, I don't know what the hell it was
Daily
called.
Wire.
So it's not on Trump's one.
That's Ben Shapiro's thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't see it on Trump's one.
But Ben Shapiro, I think he wants people to get vaccinated so they go and be slaves for the aliens. I think Ben Shapiro is an alien.
Do you think Ben Shapiro's on like the aliens payroll? Do you think he's
He is an alien.
Do you reckon he's an alien?
I don't think he's an alien. I think he might be a robot.
Yeah. It's very good evidence to say he's a robot.
Could be like that woman out of Foundation, that Denzel. Could be like her.
Are you feeling Foundation?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, you know.
It's just getting good now, I reckon. Like, it's been really confusing for about a month, and it's just started to get really good now.
But it's finished.
That's done. Was it done?
Yeah. 10
Is that the last episode?
Yeah, the last episode of the first series, yeah.
That makes no sense at all then. Oh, I suppose the two women met. So that kind fair enough.
But because I never read any of those books, innit?
No, I've got no idea what was going on.
Yeah, it's different from the books because it inspired me to listen to the books, innit? So I was listening to them on my way driving, innit?
Yeah, you've had quite a lot of time over this weekend as well. Where have you been this weekend?
I've been everywhere.
Where going? Tell us.
I've been up to Norwich and somewhere else and then back. No, but yeah.
Right, okay.
I can't even remember where I'm going all the time. But because I've got to drive into Guildford every day, pretty much, I'm listening to a lot of audio books, innit?
Yeah.
So I listen to Foundation 1, 2, and 3 books. They're pretty good. They're all right. But I think the TV shows made it different. And I think certain bits they've done has made it better.
Yeah.
Because the book, it jumps at hundreds of years. And then you don't get like time with a lot of characters. It just jumps. And then you've got different characters. Whereas
but the series is jumping around loads, and like it's going hundreds of years in the future, 100 years back, and stuff like that. And I don't get what the timeline is of it, because all the characters, because what are they called, the
Emperor and that.
Yeah. I'm not sure which one's which. If that's the older one, the older version, I couldn't work it out.
I got confused as well. But
what the fuck you not talking about?
I had to rewatch it, and I was like, huh?
What the fuck you not talking about?
Have you not watched Foundation yet?
Watch it, man. It's all right.
It's actually pretty decent.
Is it?
Yeah, this ain't. What's your favorite program again?
The Hexpanse.
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not the Expanse. Expanse. Tickets.
The Yarly version. The Hexpanse, man. Yeah, Hexpan. When I wanna, what was that? Was the hat he was wearing? The fucking fedora. When I wanna blood clot fedora, man. Fedora get lick off.
But that wasn't a fedora. That was a pork pie hat, isn't it?
That's what happened in the Hexpanse.
Yeah, the Hexpanse.
A pork pie. Yeah. So, all right, let's not even do TV yet because there's a lot of TV stuff to get to. What's been going on? We've kind of we ain't spoken really for a month.
Yeah.
So what stuff have we missed out on that we should have touched on?
We missed out on the fuel crisis.
No, I think you touched on that.
Do we touch on that? Yeah. I think we did the E10 fuel being a load of shit.
I haven't really. I was gonna do now. I don't want to get into that. That's a boring conversation.
Which one?
You're gonna do what?
Talking about fuel. I'm not doing fuel.
Nah.
Not doing that.
Okay.
What's his name? Who Carl Whitehouse or whatever his name is that murdered.
He got off. He
got off. Yeah.
Got cleared. Is there anything to say?
Not really. White supremacy. End the conversation.
What's to say on that?
Yeah.
Well, the things that I found just stupid is in the evidence they got is of him saying before, on a social media thing that he wanted to have a gun so he could shoot all those people.
Yeah.
Then getting a gun off his mate.
Yeah.
When he's underage, lying when he's on the scene, saying the EMT specialist, which he wasn't. He's just some kid, and waving a gun around, and then end up killing people.
And then he went across the state line as well. He went across the state line with a gun.
So for me, it's an open and shut case. But America, cut.
Isn't one of the people that he's not saying it's right at all, but one of the people that he did kill was a convicted pedo. He'd literally just come out of jail.
He didn't know that, did he?
No, he had no idea. No, but it's just weird, isn't it? It's just it's just a big shit show.
Yeah, because they're trying to make out that he was a hero now, killing that guy.
Nah, but he didn't know that. He had no idea he was a pedo.
Exactly. That guy was. Well, he hadn't come out of jail. I think he'd come out of
mental asylum,
mental health unit.
Oh, was that what it was?
So he literally had if you see the video, is a part where he's holding a bag, and that bag he's holding is that's his belongings bag. Like when you come out, so he was unhinged and then come out looking for a fight.
Yeah.
And that's what, you know what I mean. That's that on that. I think it is like a really like the way I kind of see things. I'm just like your energy, man. Everything's energy, man. And it's like he came out looking for something and he found it, innit?
Yeah.
And you kind of got to be super careful when you're in them situations because you never know what's going to happen. And I feel like the other two guys, one of the guy who got shot in the arm, who also had a gun, I feel like he was a good guy trying to stop, because they don't know what happened. All they know is this guy's killed someone.
Yeah.
Yo, we got to stop him. So now you're trying to stop this guy who you think is a murderer and ends up getting shot in the arm. And then the other guy who has the skateboard on him goes to hit him. He ends up getting shot in the chest, I think, and he dies. But I don't know. Pardon?
I think the guy's arm get blown off or something.
No, his arm was fine. You can see in the interviews when he's speaking about it, he's cool. But yeah, man, it's just sometimes you gotta just know. Sometimes you gotta walk away from situations and not be in certain situations, man. Because even on all different sides, man, like with that woman at the insurrection who ended up getting killed by the Capitol Police, like it's one of them things where you're just like, you didn't have to be there.
Didn't have to be there. You didn't have to travel across the country, take days off work, boast about it on fucking social media and all that kind of stuff. It's like the woman that because they've all getting charged with it now, and they like the guy, Jamiroquai guy, has gone to jail. Like there's other woman that was seen. I don't think it was very long. I don't think it was like
3 months or something.
Yeah, some stupid, some like the least they could give him.
Yeah.
But that's what happened to the woman as well. Like the woman that was, she was on social media chatting away. There's loads of pictures of her like actually rushing the fuck into the building and all that kind of stuff. Oh, he's gone.
He's gone, has he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's still there, but he's just ain't got no video.
Right, fair enough. You get what in a lot of these situations you get what you ask for.
Yeah, like you really do.
Yeah.
You really do, man. It's about knowing when it's about knowing when to just like mind your business, man.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You know, it's one of them things, yeah. Like I feel like the statute of limitations have gone now. But you remember the London riots?
Yeah.
And I remember getting a phone call from a certain person. I'm not going to mention their name. I'll just say their initials, AC. Getting a phone call saying, "Yo, okay, cool.
I got a job now, man. What are you doing?"
All right, cool. It was somebody else. Allegedly, someone else called me and was like, "Yo,
it's someone called Tracy."
Yeah. Allegedly, someone else was like, "Yo, they're taking down the Jessops," and it was like, and this was the time when I was into buying more camera equipment. They're like, "Yo, you can come down and get better camera equipment."
You're taking down the Jessops.
the Jessops and Harrow was getting licked down, yeah,
wow,
or somewhere. And I remember
I was rushing the snappy snaps.
And at the time, I was at work at the time. I was working in the gym. And I remember just getting that phone call and being like, "Rah, man's are gonna get cameras, they're gonna get lenses, they're gonna get everything." And then just being like, "Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool." Like, because it's like, again, man, it's just energy, man. Stuff that comes from those places. You at the wrong place at the wrong time. Nah.
But it's just the practical like kind of applications of it as well. Like if you go and rush a store, the likelihood is you're going to be on a fucking CCTV somewhere.
Yeah.
You're going to get picked up, and you're going to be. And it's like with those, they were giving people like the maximum sentence that they could to set examples. It's the same as them rushing like the National Building or whatever it is in DC.
Yeah.
They're giving everybody as much time or as much like kind of making an example as much out of them as they can. Mind you, they're probably not, to be honest. Like whatever Jamiroquai man got, like fucking 3 months, and it's probably like a low security jail as well.
The funniest one is the black guy. Yeah, so there's the black guy who didn't even turn up there,
right?
But he was online telling people to go, and he was saying, "Yeah, we're gonna take back the whatever," and he's got the longest sentence so far, 18 months.
Fucking hell.
And then and so there's certain information because I got that information. Then I got the next bit of information was at the trial, he told the judge, nah, like I'm getting the most time because the system's racist. And it's like, yeah, we were trying to tell you that shit like, before you wanted to storm the Capitol, right?
Hell.
You know, you're playing a different game. And then I heard that the judge who sentenced him was a black woman. I was like, oh shit, she weren't playing.
Nah,
man.
she wasn't playing.
She was trying to give him all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
She's trying to throw all the books at him. It's like, yeah, that's what it's gonna be, bro. Like
100%.
You don't get to play these games, man. But at the end of the day, play silly games, get silly prizes.
Yeah, get stupid prizes, exactly.
And yeah, that Carl guy, like it's so mad when you. So yesterday, this woman, you know how it goes on Twitter, and she said something stupid. I checked her page, and she's like Christian conservative, and she's got his picture as a header, and you're just like, rah, like you lot, people died, yeah, and you're cool with that. You're cool, like that's your hero.
Because they don't have respect for human life at all. No. And it kind of comes down. I saw like a really interesting thing. Again, I think it was on Twitter, like this ex-policeman explaining the actual law around like kind of what this Kyle guy, what a Kyle or whatever his name is, what he actually did and what he was allowed to do and what he wasn't allowed to do in like any given situation. Where for starters, you're not allowed to just like kind of shoot someone in the street in that state without like kind of who isn't directly threatening your life, because that person apparently wasn't directly, like one of them maybe was, but the other one wasn't. He needs to like kind of flee to home. The only time you're allowed to do that is in your own home,
right?
And there was all this different kind of stuff around actually what he did and what he would legally have been allowed to. And none of it fucking tallies up. Like, there's no fairness to the justice system there at all. Like, but at the same time, it was all predicated on the fact that they're protecting property.
Yeah.
You're not actually allowed to protect that property with deadly force. You're not. Like, it's not like you're not having deadly force like kind of imposed on you, so you're not allowed to impose deadly force on someone who might burn down a fucking police car or like or loot a shop or something like that. But the Americans, like people, not all Americans, but the Americans, the kind of Americans that support that Kyle guy, they have no respect for human life. So they're like, he's a hero because he killed people.
Yeah. That's not
over what they think is right and just, which is
but
like,
they was it with him? Like, if I was the judge, maybe I wouldn't do him for like straight up murder or something, because obviously, like in the video, it looks like they're coming at him and then he kind of falls and shoots, innit? But he'd be getting done for all the other shit, and he'd been getting done for maybe like manslaughter, definitely, and you know, maybe 3rd degree murder or something like that. But it wouldn't be like 1st degree. But because he said all that shit, like, I want to shoot all of those people. I wish I had.
He had dreams about it, didn't he? He said like he actually had dreams about shooting someone with his fucking M16 gun.
Jesus. Okay, so then that makes it sound very premeditated.
Yeah.
Going to do that. So then, then it would maybe. But he definitely should. Did he get off on all counts, or did he get charged with
all counts? All counts.
What? Nah,
man.
So this is the criminal trial. He still has to go through the civil trial.
Yeah.
Obviously, there'll be civil lawsuits against him.
Well, that's where everybody loses with stuff like this, isn't it? Like,
because there's just a different. So they were saying that trying to prove self-defense in a civil trial is a lot harder.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's what OJ Simpson lost on in the civil trial, wasn't it? But these people just literally have no respect for human life at all.
No.
Like, there's no respect there at all. People who like who hold him up as a hero, have like kind of funded him to his legal stuff, and they don't give a shit about the people that were killed.
We saw that with Zimmerman.
Yeah.
And it's, to me, it's just like, it shows like, so this is what you lot on. You lot are really. You lot are disgusting, and you're proud to be disgusting as well. Like, it's just super gross, man.
Yeah.
Super gross. I don't know the way around it. I did a little live the other day talking about kind of the way I see the way to tackle racism. Like, racism isn't going away, and the only way you get to beat systemic racism is by becoming more powerful. Unfortunately, that path means taking the only route we have to power, which is financial power, which is the capitalist route. So again, you're kind of going from one trap into another trap. But at the moment, that's the way it goes. Like if these people who have lost their lives, if they have access to resources where they can get a good legal team, then this bread ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's the way it goes, man. It's kind of fucked. Speaking of legal trouble, what's his name? That did the show.
What show?
Oh, fucking.
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott, man.
Scott. Oh yeah.
So we haven't spoken about that either. What do you think of that?
I think that
straight Satan devil worship ceremony, you know, luring people to their other side.
Cool. We're gonna meet AC.
Let's just
let's try and talk some sense.
He's full of plant energy now, so he's fully on it.
You gotta have both sides of the debate.
There's no both sides.
That's not a side though. That's just imaginary.
Bunch of dickheads.
Well, there's a lot of people that believe that. Me personally, I think it was all the promoters' fault.
It's the promoters' fault.
You know,
like I'm taking nothing away from. I'm sorry to jump in, AC, but like they're taking not all the blame away from Travis Scott, because Travis Scott, as the headliner of the show, should bear a certain amount of responsibility for it. But it's the promoter's fault. Like what they do, what these people like, and everybody's fucking scared to talk up about it because it was a Live Nation event, and Live Nation basically run the live like kind of the live worldwide fucking scene. So no one's willing to like kind of to speak up about it because they're scared they get fucking blackballed from Live Nation events. But Travis Scott isn't a security expert, isn't a crowd expert. Isn't a venue expert, isn't a medical expert, isn't all this different kind of stuff that was lacking on the day that needed to happen so that these kids didn't die, or like not even just die. Like obviously there's quite a few kids that have died there, or people that have died, but all the probably thousands of them that have now got PTSD syndrome for being fucking crushed. Like I read this mad thing, and again I've read quite a lot about it, and there's still fucking idiots online. Wherever there's something that happens like this, there's always fucking conspiracy theories. Someone online going, "Oh yeah, but it's weird that loads of them died of heart attacks. Was it like an experiment, or was people being injected with shit and shit like that?" It's like
what I heard was what someone said on my status about it, because I was like that thing happening, that crush, and you know, having these events with that many people just to see one person shows the danger of creating big celebrities that people worship. But that and shit. And this one person was like, "Oh, it was a loose ceremony or something." I don't know what that was. And then another person saying it's like that she was saying she doesn't know how people had heart attacks, but then someone explained to her, if you're getting crushed in it, you can have a heart attack in it.
Fear will cause a heart attack. I read this article with this girl that was actually in there. She was you might have seen excerpts from it. Like she's the girl that went and climbed the camera tower and tried to get like the cameraman to like signal whatever. And the way she described it, I would have had a fucking heart attack. Like she said that she hit the ground and she managed to like kind of work her way out, and the guy that pulled her out then got pulled into it, and she said that he was underneath her, and there was probably 5 people underneath him and another 3 or 4 people on top of her. I would have had a heart attack. 100%.
Yeah, this is the thing, like. And I was saying as well, like, you know, they're saying, "Oh, Travis Scott should have stopped it and everything." But I was saying, have you ever been on stage? Have you ever been on stage and had spotlights on you? You can't see the crowd. You can only see little shadows and see silhouette. You can't see the crowd. Every time I've been on a thing and they had big spotlight right in your face and you're MCing or rapping or whatever or singing, you can't see the crowd.
You can't see the crowd. You can't hear fuck all either. You can't hear the crowd. You can't see him. Can't really hear him. Like I've been stood in front of like that. I think my biggest crowd is something like 40,000 or something like that. I could see probably, I don't know, 1,000 people at most, like in front of me, like in the front. And when you play to a crowd that big, you're not right on top of them either. There's all like the security in between and all that kind of stuff. The lights coming in, like the sound is fucking banging on the stage and stuff like that. He probably didn't have a clue. But the thing, I
mean, there was the part where he was on that crane thing or something, And even that, he's going to have spotlights on him. So his vision is going to be impaired. So I was like, well, you know, you got to take all those factors into account. If you've never been on stage before, you don't know what it's like. So you wouldn't know about those things maybe. No. And that's why you're thinking that he just didn't care and he just carried on. But
he's not fucking, he's not, I don't know. I don't know if he did.
Yeah, he stopped it for one bit to get some guy. The ambulance came, got him, and then people were jumping on the ambulance and dancing on the ambulance and shit.
Right.
But the other thing that where you can say, yeah, he's a bit accountable is he was encouraging this kind of behavior at his shows, and there's like other things in the past where he's like, oh, if you're getting crushed and you're a real rage, whatever the fuck, he had this name for it, a rage something or whatever. Then you shouldn't care about getting crushed. You should just be pushing that motherfucker back and all this shit.
So that's the energy that he brings to. Yeah, that's the energy that he brings to the stage, and he's always done that. Apparently, like
fucking idiot. Because when I've been at raves and people start mosh pitting and they're all pushing, you can see girls getting hit against the barriers. I stopped the fucking music. I was like, stop! What the fuck are you doing? Stop it! Like these girls are getting crushed. And then like I remember one MC, oh, don't help them, AC. I was like, fuck, what the fuck are you going on about? Like this bullshit.
Drum and bass for you again.
No, because if that whole mosh pitting thing only's come in recently, innit? Whereas like
we used to mosh pit gigs. When I used to go to gigs,
drum and bass raves, but in old events, if you fucking bump into someone at a drum and bass rave,
mate,
it's not gonna be oh yeah, ha, push back or whatever. You'll get fucked up. So that's you know, that's the era that
I remember being at Fabric, and this was one night I was playing, and players were in the front room. So I went to see I can't remember, I think it was Hype for a little while. And this guy got pushed onto me, and I held my arms up like that to like kind of so that I wouldn't fall over. And he turned around to me. He's like, "Don't fucking push me back." And I'm like, "Why?" So that's what drum and bass raves used to be like back in the day.
Well, I mean, like if I'm going to an event, I'd rather be having my drink in my hand. I've got my brandy and coke. I don't want to get spilled out all over the floor by some fucking idiot. And then if my idea of being at a rave is like, you know, go there, if you're with a girl or you meet a nice girl and you're grinding on a bumper, all that, you've got your drink, you got your spliff in your hand, maybe if you smoke, and that's a rave for me. Not all this. I'm gonna go out and just push people all over the place and get my head stamped on. I that doesn't really appeal to me.
All right, so there's a lot of things to unpack here. So if what's his name, Kylie, what's his name, Kylie Killerman, right? You can go out and say,
exactly.
I'm dreaming. I've been dreaming about killing people, Then he actually kills somebody, and everyone goes, you're good, bro. You're cool. So why is it different? Why is it different for Travis Scott to say, I want everyone to get fucked up in the rave, and then when people really do get fucked up, we go, all right, cool, you gotta go to jail for that, man. Like,
but are they saying he's gonna go to jail, or is it just suing him?
Yeah, he's never gonna go to jail. But even
he'll probably go broke.
Culpable for it. He ain't never going broke, man.
I don't know. If all the civil cases come through. Okay. I mean, look at Alec Baldwin now, right? Like the whole thing with Alec Baldwin. Like, I think everybody recognises that at this point that it probably wasn't his fault that because that's another thing we haven't talked about, like him killing one person and maiming someone else. On set. You heard about that, Russ? Then?
Yeah. All right, but wait. Don't go there yet. Don't go there yet. Don't go there yet. So the question is, for Travis Scott as a performer, what is his job as a performer? What should he be in charge of?
None of that stuff that caused the deaths. None of that stuff that caused the deaths.
So if that ain't my job, and I'm on stage, if I want to, I can say, if I want to, and if I see it. So we saw footage of him saying, someone's down there, can you stop, blah, blah, blah. I feel like it's sorted. All right, cool, I'm gonna carry on.
Yeah.
I think the funny thing, or not the funny thing, the problem is when you got people commenting on something, they're commenting on a job they've never done before. They don't know what it's like being on stage. They don't know what it's like. A lot of these people, when they go to these shows, that's the biggest show they've ever been to and the only show they'll ever go to, right? Travis Scott is doing this all the flipping time. It's not, and this is his work. Like, I mean, ain't no one coming to our work and saying, "Oh my," you know what I mean? This is incredible for us. It's like, all right, this is what we're doing it. So to me, there's if we're talking about who's culpable, it has to be Live Nation.
It has to be. Yeah.
That's fucking obvious. I don't understand how anyone. But I mean, like he can also get done for incitement. If if he told people, rage, fuck each other up and shit, and then people died, he can get done for that.
Yeah, I think there's a certain amount of culpability that he has in knowing that I don't think he's responsible for those people's deaths. Like, I think Live Nation has, and it's another case of like a young black man being hung out by a big fucking white corporation, basically.
Who've been cutting mad fucking corners.
Yeah, cutting mad corners, all that kind of shit. But as an artist, it's not like he didn't know that people go absolutely fucking mental for him. Like, he is a god to these kids. Like, he's an absolute god, and they will do what they think they should do at his gigs. And I think there's a certain amount, like, he wants them to rage, he wants them to like kind of mosh pit, he wants them to all that to happen. So I think that those chickens have come home to roost for him a little bit.
I think another thing is, like, as performers, because we've all been on stages for like over 20 years, so we've been doing this for a long time. Maybe not to the level that he's doing it in that environment, but
what do you mean maybe?
Yeah, like, I mean, like, I feel like what's that song he did with Drake? That Sicko Mode.
Sicko Mode.
I feel like Sicko Mode might have slightly more streams than some of my music. Like, a little, I feel like he's done a little bit better than me anyway. So he's doing bigger crowds. But what I'm saying is,
if you compare the two Kanye disses, Dear Kanye and Sicko Mode,
it's close, but he's done slightly better.
Yeah.
But I think we look at it like, so in my mind, if I'm going on stage, and especially if I know there's going to be kids in the crowd, I'm already kind of like hyper alert. That if anything goes wrong, I'm like, yo, all right, let's chill, because there's kids here, right? But I'm 40 years old. That's the way my mind works at this age. His mind ain't working the same way. He's how old is he? 20 something.
20 something,
Right. So again, I think a lot of times we're kind of judging him on the way.
But I mean that shows the stupidness of our society, where we elevate these young people to godlike status. But where
I think that's a separate matter, though. I do think there's conversations to be had around stuff like that. I don't think that's necessarily reflective of who should bear the brunt.
No. I'm not saying.
100% should be. Live Nation, 100%. And everybody's too fucking scared to come out and talk about them because they literally run the game.
Yeah. But that's the music industry all over, isn't it?
Yeah.
Too scared to talk about the big boys because it's all monopolized, isn't it? But that's like, even there was some dick, who used to be his manager. I had to do one of them.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
What's that TikTok thing you do where it's switch stitch or something, stitches or whatever? So I had to do a stitch and call him a fucking prick, because he was like coming out saying, I used to be Travis Scott's manager and he's one of the most horrible people I ever worked with. And I had a fleet of fake bots to boost his.
Who gives a shit if you had a fleet of fake bots? What's that got to prove? So I
said to him, that just shows you're a fucking scam artist and a fraud. And you're just as fucking bad and you just like, you know what I'm saying? You're everything that's wrong with the music business.
A fleet of fake bots in comparison to 10 kids dying at a show. They're not even in the same. That's Accrington Stanley and fucking Inter Milan. Like,
you're not getting what I'm saying.
I'm saying for him, I do get what you're saying, but I'm saying, what's the point in even making a video like that? And I hate using this term, but you fucking clout chaser.
Yeah. He's trying to. But the thing is, he doesn't understand. He just showed himself up to be a fucking cunt.
I get it. You're
a fake cunt that is making a fleet of fake bots to boost streams and SoundCloud plays and fake Twitter followers to make labels want to sign your bullshit act.
Yeah.
Now you made him into a god where he can tell kids, rage and fuck each other up. Then you made him such a big celebrity, you dickhead labels. And now you got 50,000 kids coming into a 27,000 venue, and now 10 of them are dead. Yeah, well done. So you're all fucking pricks.
Yeah.
The whole
that guy
is a bunch of dicks.
But the thing is, the reaction to that video of that guy is like, Travis Scott this, Travis Scott that. It's not even in the same league. Like, using fake bots on SoundCloud is not the fucking same thing. And what like this guy just pops up a couple of days after and starts talking that shit. He's the most terrible human in the world.
Yeah, he's a scumbag. That's why I called him a fucking scumbag, innit?
Yeah, fuck off, mate. Fuck off. It's really weird chatting to AC on a chair over there, isn't it? On Zoom. Like, we're both sitting here and we're looking at you like a little robot on the chair.
Do you know what? It's good though, because when you said you're gonna put me on a chair, I didn't know I'd be face height. I thought I would be looking at your balls or something like that. So it's actually.
Why would that happen, AC? Why would we set you up to look at our balls?
The chair. So I had to see your legs. I had to see like your laps.
Yeah.
See how you got it. Yeah. You know,
you're sicko, bro.
Yeah, you're sicko mode, mate.
You're the real sicko, man. So Alec Baldwin. Yeah, go on, Terry. What are you saying about him, man?
Yeah, he's like, I don't know. I mean, I've read a little bit about it. It doesn't look like it was his fault. Again, it looks like it was the fault of the people who were surrounding him that didn't do their jobs properly.
Yeah, the armorer.
Yeah, and he was put in a position. Yeah. Why the fuck would there be real guns on a set anyway? Like, I'm sure there must be fucking. They're very, very like kind of good replicas that make the same noise. Like, why the fuck would there be real guns on a set?
Well, then you got the conspiracy theory about that.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You know what? So that woman who died, she was set to be doing a documentary on paedophilia in Hollywood, isn't it?
Oh,
and so they're saying that the gun.
2 days away from interviewing Tom Hanks or something. We're seeing getting the.
I don't know.
Getting a real scoop.
I don't know.
No one else can do it.
So that's why she got killed, isn't it?
Obviously, yeah.
No one else can do that.
Not that it was just a fucking accident.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, like, how can you hold Alec Baldwin responsible when, like, you're just giving him a gun, saying, "Oh, here's the prop," and then just shoot it, and he shoots it, and then they get fucking killed, innit?
So the thing is, right? I think legally, like, he's been cleared and all that kind of stuff. He did an interview about it. He showed his regret and all that kind of stuff. Like, then, like 2 weeks later, like, one of the prop hands came out and said that he's suing the production company and Alec Baldwin because he's got a trauma from watching someone die. And then there's been lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. They're properly coming after him now.
Everyone's just like suing everyone, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
They just want to sue for anything. But the thing is with Alec Baldwin, like they're trying to say he played Russian roulette with the gun or something. But that's the first thing I heard of that in the past couple of weeks or whatever. But as well, it's like
he played what on the set?
Or something, they're trying to say that he was doing that with the gun, but I ain't got a clue. But the whole thing is like you give an actor a loaded gun, and also the people that are saying it's a conspiracy theory where they killed that woman because she was going to do the pedo documentary. The thing is, the bullet went through someone first before it hit her, didn't it?
Yeah, it went through like through the assistant director, didn't it?
Yeah, so. That kind of, for me, that pokes holes in that conspiracy theory, definitely.
Does it? That's the only thing that does that, does it? Yeah.
Yeah, because why would you shoot through someone to get someone else? You wouldn't know that the bullet's going to come out.
Have you never seen Wanted?
Yeah, maybe that's what they want you to think, mate. So
no, I've never seen Wanted, no.
You're still a sheep, AC.
5 bullets around a corner. Yeah, you're a sheeple, mate.
Yeah, you falling for it, bro.
They
got you. For real?
Yeah.
So what you believe it was because she was going to make the pedo documentary?
Nah. See, AC, you're not even going deep enough.
Yeah.
What was going to happen?
You're not even operating on the same wavelength as us, mate. Yeah.
She in 5 years' time was going to get pregnant and have the baby
of Hitler.
That was yeah. So like what they've done, Alex Baldwin has come from the future. Or the armorer has come from the future. Shot the gun, killed so you know what I mean? But they're playing 5D chess, bruv. They're playing 5D chess. You're playing checkers.
Yeah.
You're playing McDonald's Monopoly game.
So what about
they're playing that thing that they used to play in Star Trek with all the levels of chess, man.
The aliens.
Yeah.
What they got to do with it?
Nothing. The aliens are just chilling. They're trying to be kept. They're like, yo, leave us out of your bullshit. We don't like none of you. They're trying to be.
But ain't Alec Baldwin working for them? Wasn't maybe that woman had thought about the vaccine and she'd seen that video about the alien creature in it?
The aliens are like the Chinese. They're like, listen, it's got nothing to do. Yeah, he's like,
this is why I didn't come. Because you see, after I seen that video about the alien in the vaccine and shit, I thought, shit, man, Jen and Terry, they both got the alien creatures in them. If I come and I tell them I know about the alien creature, they're gonna kill me in it. They'll try to kill me in that.
Yeah, so that's why you have to stay out.
I have to do it soon.
Shit, you're lucky.
Yeah, that's why we set up. Actually, that doesn't work. I'm lost with this fucking conspiracy. That's why we set up the crash on the M25. But that
it missed you because we're trying to get you in it, but we didn't get you. The timing was off.
Saying that, right, on the way back last night, because I did this big live stream from here last night, and Deb Bonsai was here, actually. He was helping me with the stream. And he gave me a lift back to Luton afterwards. And there was a couple of proper cunts, like racing up and down, wherever it is, wherever the motorway is between.
M1.
Yeah, M1.
Yeah,
racing up racing up the M1 and a couple of like pearlescent white, brand new, like kind of Range Rover Sports.
Definitely from Luton.
Oh,
100%. And so they whipped past us, and we were both like, you couple of fucking cunts, you could kill someone. We got about a mile down the road, and one of them had clipped like a big Arctic and taken a fucking back end off of it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
so
fucking hell.
He crashed, yeah?
No, he was lucky, mate. Like if it had been a couple of inches more, he probably would have flipped it, but he's taken the fucking entire back. He's obviously like pulled in front of this Arctic. The Arctic's got him. And it's pulled off like the back bumper and like the spoiler and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, was he pulled over then? Or just carried on
they pulled over. Yeah, they pulled over on the side of the roads.
Oh,
you remember that time when you remember that time when Alex drove us back from?
Bro, I was scared. I thought I was gonna die.
We did so basically, yeah. Somebody that we know was going through. He's going through. I think we mentioned him on the podcast before. You
just said his name now.
I love that. Now we mentioned him before. We said it before. I don't know if you said his name, but there was a time when he was like, used to wear a red bandana and a blue bandana because he was bringing the Bloods and Crips together.
Is this the guy that made you want to try to get you signed to G Unit?
He might, he
wanted to sign Wordsmith to G Unit. He had the red bandana on his wrist, blue bandana on his head or something, and then he had an afro comb in.
He was white, wasn't he?
Yeah. Bone straight hair, but the afro. I don't know how the afro comb stuck in, to be fair, but maybe the bandana held it in, innit?
Yeah, I think,
Maybe it was a hair clip.
But anyway, there was a time. So there was a time where they were doing, shit.
We did a gig in Luton.
Wait, because I was gonna. There's another part of that story which I can't say because it's very, very illegal. But so he was driving fast for a lot of different reasons. Yeah. But anyways, he was like, we did a show in Luton.
Yeah.
And he was like, we'll give you a lift back to Watford. And we got back from Luton to Watford in 15 minutes.
Well, I was so scared because I was in the front, you two in the back. I'm thinking, shit, I'm dead, man. And then, like, when we were coming to that bit in Watford, where there's the roundabout underneath the bridge near the Tesco's, we were still going at 80 miles an hour just in front of the roundabout. And I was like, slow down. He was like, are you shook? I was like, yes, slow the fuck down.
Fucking.
And he was like, nah, you guys don't understand. I do illegal street racing at night. That's my hobby.
Yeah, because he was. So there was that as well. There was that he was doing illegal street racing, but there was also another illegal part of his driving he was doing, which was way more illegal than that. But yeah.
What, driving with his knees? That bit?
No. It wasn't the driving.
This guy sounds like a fucking liberty.
It was the stuff they were doing. He was a getaway driver. Let's just say he was doing statutory limitations. He was doing getaway driving.
For the Bloods and the Crips at the same time.
For both of them.
And 50 Cent.
For one of our other acquaintances. I think what they were doing, robbing brothels or something. They were like,
he wasn't nothing to do with that.
Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah, he got nothing to do with that.
All right, cool. Big up the people that were involved in it. big up them. Big up them. They were good guys, man. Good guys. Still.
Yeah.
But, good lads.
I remember the one who was doing the brothel robberies was like to me, he was like, yeah, man. When we were there, the girl, she started touching her pussy in front of me while we were waiting for the money. And I think she liked me, man. I was like, bruv, she was trying to distract you, innit? The pimp was probably on his way with a lot of guns. And they come kill you, innit? She was trying to distract you, man. So.
But yeah, thankfully, everyone involved in that isn't involved in that anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing well. And I spoke to that guy.
One of them just ate a McPlant.
No, I wasn't. I would never rob a brothel.
Yeah.
Because then the pimp might hit the women up after they might blame her, innit? You can't do that.
Yeah, it wasn't.
You're a man of morals, AC.
Yeah, I've got a lot of morals, man.
All I'm saying, this is why some of the moral posturing that happens on Facebook now, when I see certain people talking about oh yeah, these guys, they work for the devil. I'm like, I remember when you used to rub brothels. Like, I'm like, you forget. I remember what you used to do. Yeah, you used to pistol whip women that were being, was it called? Fucking sex slaves and shit.
Yeah,
like that's who
women.
you were. That's what you lot
hell.
were doing. And all of a sudden now you're on your high horse. It's like, all right, cool, man. Whatever, bro.
Well, they pistol whip people as well. Fucking, I didn't know about that shit.
People do fucking like segregate morality though, don't they? Like they have their own version of morality.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the guy who in it, and then he's like, nah, you know, everyone's forgiving him and they're acting like he's Jesus and shit. But you know,
is that someone you know, or is that just?
Yeah, man.
Which guy was that?
The one who's he robbed everyone, isn't it? He like told everyone, oh, this, and all the rest of it. And
then 5 minutes later, he's in their garage smoking crack.
I'm cutting this part of the fucking podcast.
But it's true though. Come on, it's true. It's true. Have you not got your money back yet?
It's not true. It's not true. No one ever took their money from me. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but other people lent him money and they never got nothing back.
Listen, that's on them, innit? That's on them.
It's stupid. Because I remember they asked me, oh, can you lend my man some money? I said, no, I'm not giving him nothing. They're like, what do you mean? Then it all came out late. It was and I was like, see, I told you.
Okay. But then
and
you're
now
acting.
He's Jesus.
Nah, but where's the now he's Jesus part? Where's that? It's not even about that. It's
about a dick sucking him hard online like he's Jesus and shit.
Nah. It's redemption. People change, innit?
Well, there you go then. That's the same way these guys who used to pistol whip prostitutes and shit, they got their redemption now, innit? They redeemed themselves. So they're talking about the Satanism and all that.
Fucking idiot.
I don't know. I think there's definitely some coming back from but like when you've pistol whipped a sex slave, it's probably not a humongous amount coming back from that.
Yeah. And I think it's like they're not even in the same. Nah. Because it's like the way you phrased it, the way you've
framed it.
Yeah, the way you framed it. The narrative you're pushing now isn't actually like what happened. And the thing is as well, you're going like
not robbing your mates, scamming them.
Okay. Yeah. But let's just say this, yeah. If the person who was scammed, like everyone who gave money, yeah, either cool with the person, so they've sorted it out, they're cool with it, yeah, or the person who, I guess, someone who haven't got their money back are in a position of they don't really care about it anymore. It's nothing, and they don't feel disrespected because they're the kind of person who, if they ever did feel disrespected, then. You know what I mean?
They wouldn't do anything anyway because they're scared.
Are you crazy? Are you fucking mad? Another part I got. Listen.
You're gonna have to cut this
to fucking play with. I'm cutting this bit as well, but I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
There's nothing to play with, yeah? And if you thought something was a problem...
Oh, yeah, I didn't even know...
Bodies would drop, yeah? Not that
Bro, I didn't even know was in the group.
Cool. It's not that fucking guy. There's only like 5 people that got money taken. So like, fucking, what's his name? Who else?
Yeah. Got his whole life taken, innit?
And he's cool with him.
Cool with him now.
Yeah,
what a weak
cool
guy.
with him. Cool with him.
You paid him any money?
Nah, of course not.
It's weak.
Because you don't give a fuck. No, because it's like...
Because they're rich already.
No, exactly. Made fucking 100 bags the other day. It's nothing. Like, everyone's going crazy over fucking 200 quid or whatever.
So what about the principle of it?
I mean, 200 quid, like, never mind. I don't know who this person is, right?
We're blanking and we're wedding.
I got to cut so much of this shit out.
No, it's easy to cut it. You just got to do it.
But the thing is, you can spend your life being pissed off about 200 quid, but where's that going to get you?
100%.
Hold on. Where's it going to get you if isn't giving back that 200 quid? What are you going to go and do? Stab?
They should.
No, of course not. Of course
you're not going to, though.
Not going to. You're going to make peace with it because you make peace with yourself over it.
Only one person in that group that knew not to fuck with and wouldn't fuck with was and was like, all right, cool. This is what it is. I'm not really bothered. Yeah. Nobody else is approaching in that way because if they did, it'd be a different thing. No one's approaching.
Well, he should just pay them. It shouldn't be a different thing. He should have just paid them.
He would have if he was in a position to do so.
Well,
and I think
now.
he's again. It's like who are you going to give money to? Like
them, all of them. I just give them. If that was me, right, I used to be a and I robbed all my so-called friends. I would be like, "Here's my money. I'm sorry I robbed you. Here's some interest on it. Here you go." And if they were like, "Don't worry, I made 100,000 quid yesterday. You can keep it." I'll be like, "All right, cool." But at least I made the offer, innit?
Look, irregardless if you would give me it back or not, right?
Yeah.
AC, if you were and you came in inverted commas scam 200 quid off me, how much is fucking anyway? To be honest, like it's not 200 quid. I know that. Like, yeah, fair enough. But say right, you owed me 200 quid. I know you owed me 200 quid. I know that you took that 200 quid off me because you had to at that moment. You had to if you never came, if we were still cool and you came or we didn't talk anymore or whatever, I'm not going to chase you for that 200 quid. I'm going to make peace with that 200 quid because I'll make peace with myself over it rather than making peace with you. And I'd wish you the best.
Exactly.
Yeah. I hear you. But, you know.
And that's what everyone's situation was. Like, these people, you have to remember as well, it's not like these are the strangers, apart from maybe one of them, but the others are people that are like genuinely care about someone. So it's like, yo, if you're good now and they've had their conversations, you're good, then that's what I care about. Like, that's cool. That's worth way more than whatever fucking money it was. Like, who gives a fuck about the money?
200 quid is what I spent on fucking Just Eat last week.
It's literally
yeah,
nothing.
But you know, like, this is what I'm saying. I'm looking at it from a perspective of someone who has to grind to get money and is broke a lot of the time. So if that was me, the £200, he's never getting forgiven his whole life. That's it. He's dead to me now.
That's you, though, isn't it?
That's you rotting.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
That's you. Yes, you. Yeah, exactly.
Listen, who messaged me the other day, a little while ago? That fucking and he was like, bruv, like I can pay you back the money now, man. I've got the money. Yeah. And I'm like, bruv, fuck the money. I don't care about the money, man.
I'd take the money.
I don't give. I don't even want to. I don't even want to have these conversations with you. Like, I don't even want to, like, because I know the kind of person you are. Yeah. Then I'm just like, just do your thing. Like, the money's not gonna help me. I don't need the money.
Shanks, there's words of wisdom in that little bit there.
No, well, I'll use some of it. But I just don't want to disrespect.
No. Yeah. Because even if you beat the names out, like, it's fairly obvious who you're talking about.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on? Shit.
Oh shit! AC's car's broken.
Nah, it's cool.
AC. Oh, I got a call from Car Giant today.
From who?
Car Giant. They were like, "Yo, your car's about to be 4 years old, so do you want to upgrade it?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it."
What are you gonna
get?
I don't know, man, because the car that I wanted, they're talking about. I wanted the 4 Series, innit? And he was like, "Yeah, well, what we got in stock, they're talking about 25 grand for a car." And I'm like, nah, I'm not paying 25 grand for a car, man. Like,
BMW 4 Series, yeah?
Yeah. It was like the M430i or something.
Yeah. The only thing you got to think about is if you're going to get the just like the tires and all that, it's going to be mad expensive, isn't it? My friend got one, and it was he had an M3, and for the tires it was like 1,000 quid just to get new tires.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
That's why you need to get a Rover.
Well, I mean, you know, you could do that, but Car Giant ain't gonna have them, is it?
No, they're not, because you mostly find those at the scrapyard. I'm not going to
or men over 60s houses.
Oh fuck! I'm driving through the fucking McDonald's drive-through, man.
You're gonna have to get another McLaren.
No, I'm just gonna drive over this wall. Hold on.
Oh my
shit! No, wait. No, that might be a bad idea, innit? Might be a bad idea.
Yes, the M25 on the other side.
All right, AC, stop telling us what you're doing, so we can start another subject. Yeah. I want to talk about some TV shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you don't watch the new Cowboy Bebop live action.
I haven't had a chance yet. I saved it to my favourites last night, and I was planning on going in on it next week. What do you think of it?
Have you watched the anime?
I haven't watched it as much as you, I don't think, but I am aware of it and I like it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
AC, you watched the you watch Cowboy Bebop anime?
Nah, man, never.
No, okay. So the thing with the Cowboy Bebop anime, it's one of those things, yeah, where like it's a classic and people love it. People are emotionally attached to it. And
one of the characters is called Pitch Black, aren't they?
What's that? Jet Black.
Jet Black, yeah.
But it's sick, man. It's like I started watching it when I lived in Harrow. So there was a channel called CNX, and CNX was like an anime channel. And for some reason, on our Skybox, one day we just got it for free, and we had it for free for time.
Yeah.
And so AC, mute your shit, man. I want to hear you getting petrol.
Huh?
Mute your shit.
Oh.
Cheers. And you guys are fucking nut. So anyway, yeah.
Look at the screen.
This guy's actually he's fully tapped. So
he just lives in his own world, doesn't he? Look.
But yeah, everyone loves it. Everyone loves the cartoon, and it's like it's the greatest thing ever. And it's not the greatest thing ever, but it's really good.
It's good. Like what I remember of it, I went through a little like period of watching it when I was in Watford.
Okay.
When I was at the house in Watford. I think Rob was downloading it or something. I can't remember. I ended up watching it there though. Yeah. And it was cool. It was a good one to watch when I got home from the club or when I got back from Fabric or whatever. It's pretty like, what's the best way to describe it? It's pretty kitschy.
Yeah, it's like nostalgia porn.
No, yeah. Yeah.
And it gives you that feeling, like it's got the jazz. Yeah, it's got out in space.
Yeah.
It's got the old 90s shit.
Look at him looking at the Reader's Wives.
Get one of them.
This guy's fully tapped.
Get that.
What is it?
A Mercedes 280E.
My dad used to have that, man.
We should send AC out as our fucking roaming reporter. Like every time we do one of these, just get him out on the road.
He's the most distracting. He's so distracted, man.
He is. He's unbelievable.
And we can't do the podcast without you because we don't get this kind of shit. It just doesn't have the same.
What's that car?
I don't know. It looks like something you'd buy, though. It looks like something you'd buy.
Look, there's fuel on Ford Cortina Mark III.
That's sick.
Yeah, that is pretty sick.
I can't front. Yeah. But yeah, so people are going crazy over the live action saying, oh, it's shit, it's crazy, it's nowhere near the same as they've changed this, they changed that. And I watched it and I was just like, no, this is actually like, if you love the cartoon, you should love this because it's actually better storytelling. They've changed certain bits that I think make way more sense than the cartoon ever did. I just thought it was sick.
So the anime to live action history is a pretty fucking bumpy road.
It's style for the most part.
Yeah. Crying Freeman.
Crying Freeman. See, I like Crying Freeman the first time I saw the film. Because I was fresh off like the series basically. I fucking love the series. Crying Freeman is my favorite manga of all time, like 100%. You just eating AC. Why are you buying like?
Why are you buying a birthday cake? You're buying a full cake
for the week, man.
Are you celebrating the year podcast? Getting a birthday cake?
Yeah, for real.
Gangster.
Mate, anytime I'm in a place like that, I'll stock up on fucking pot noodles.
Pot noodles, where are they?
What's the?
I don't know where exactly you are, so I can't direct you.
What's the vegan coffee cake situation?
It's relatively non-existent. Oh. There's actually a place in Luton. I can't remember her name. I follow her on Instagram. I just found her in like kind of September, like August, September kind of time. And she's gonna do me a fucking vegan coffee cake for my birthday next year.
Gangster.
Yeah.
There's stuff called Cake Box, Terry.
What's that?
Cake, isn't it? Cake Box. You seen
I checked out Cake Box, but
that looks cheap and nasty, man.
It didn't look that great. Like, because I don't like coffee and walnut cake. Like, I'll eat it if I have to eat it, but I want coffee cake. Fuck the walnuts. Like, I don't want walnuts on it at all. And
she said, "Take the walnuts off with your fingers."
Yeah, you can, but you know that they've been there. I like walnuts by themselves. Like, walnuts by themselves are fucking awesome, but I don't like coffee and walnut cake. It dilutes the fucking coffee flavor.
Yeah. I hear that.
Yeah.
Hear that.
What was I saying?
So what else have you been watching? What other TV shit we got?
Foundation, we already talked about. What else? Disney, Orville. I've been watching the Orville.
I got what season?
I'm only on season 1 still, innit? I'm
Okay,
behind.
all right, six.
You see, I haven't seen that yet, actually.
Yeah, you gotta watch that.
Yeah. You said that before. Have you seen Shang-Chi yet?
Yeah, I did. I watched that, man.
What do you reckon?
So, as a standalone Marvel character film, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like not the best, but not the worst.
It's not. It definitely not the worst.
8, please, boss.
I think it might have been.
So distracted.
I can't reach the mute him either. So it's just like it is what it is, isn't it? Fuck it up, man.
It's so frustrating that we can't do the podcast without him.
Was it better? Was it better than Black Widow?
Two very different films, right? Two opposite ends of the spectrum, in my opinion.
But did it feel marvelly?
It didn't. It didn't. But purely because, and I've got a theory on this as well.
Right.
Marvel, the entire Marvel universe is so integrated. Like there'll always be like kind of multiple characters from multiple stories showing up in each.
Yeah.
And this is the first one for a long time where there hasn't.
No,
until right at the end.
And the beginning.
Oh yeah, they had what's his I can't remember his name. Doctor Strange's guy.
Yeah, his guy. And Abomination.
Abomination as well. Yeah. Abomination was fucking sick.
I was just like, wait, is that that can't, oh my god.
Yeah.
I had a little fan moment.
Yeah, a little fan out on it.
But I think, you know what the problem with that film was, yeah? There were no stakes, no real stakes of like
they stripped it all the way back, didn't they, to like the kind of the intro story that they have for him, because we haven't had, mind you, like it's Doctor Strange, I suppose, Black Panther, but a lot of them we haven't had those like kind of very simple intro stories, because if you look at the first Iron Man, the stakes weren't anywhere near what they were like kind of moving forward. The stakes in like they were very like kind of not like the they had Trevor as well, didn't they? They had Trevor from fucking in Shang-Chi, didn't they? Like the real,
did you see the fucking Sexy Beast callback?
No, what
oh my god, right. So there's a part in Sexy Beast where they're driving and he's going, do the job, and he breaks suddenly.
Yeah.
And there's a goat in front of him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he goes, what's that? He goes, it's a goat. And he goes, what's he looking at me for? So then when they're driving through the forest and they're driving through that big horse thing goes and he's like, what's he looking at me for? I went crazy. I was like, that alone, if I was giving the film 6 out of 10, I'm giving it 7 out of 10. Straight, just for that line. To me, that was fucking amazing.
Yeah, it didn't feel very marvelly, did it?
Nah, but see, okay. So I kept saying every time they did something, I was joking, going do because it felt really Black Panther. It was like Chinese Panther.
Yeah.
The difference with Black Panther, is with the last two things. With the last fight, again, real similar. So you've got two groups fighting each other. But the difference was with these two groups, it just felt like there wasn't enough time for them to even. They were fighting each other. Then they were like, oh no, we're on each other's side now.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, there's no stakes there. When he came to fight the village or whatever, he only brought like 10 people with him.
Yeah.
It was just like, nothing's really happening.
You know that it's a fucking magical village.
Yeah. So like, bring the man in a minute, like, and come through. And why did you not have any guns?
Yeah.
Like, kill some people. I want to see some death. We never had that. And then there were no like deaths. There were no deaths that made you go, oh, that's cold.
No.
With Black Panther, Killmonger
was
enough of a death for you to be like, oh, that's.
I think they were trying to set that up with Shang-Chi's dad. What's his name? 10 Rings. Like
it wasn't enough though.
It wasn't enough.
You didn't really care.
Yeah,
like,
no, he didn't.
The character itself wasn't. It wasn't enough of a character when he died for me to be like, oh shit.
For instance, if his friend had died, which I thought was going to happen, that would have been heart-wrenching.
And it would have given you some more feeling, man. I feel like that's all what you need. That's what you need to.
But I think it's definitely. I think what Marvel are doing now, because they've got science, they've got like that side of magic. They've got, and I think they're bringing in like kind of myth and folklore now as well.
Yeah.
With Shang-Chi, and I think that's very much like aimed at the kids.
Yeah, it was definitely more kiddie friendly.
Definitely kiddie, yeah.
I'd love to speak to a Chinese person to see like their perspective on that. how they felt about it, because I feel like if you're Chinese, it hits different.
Yeah, 100%.
But the same way Black Panther just hit different.
So you know, like the old Chinese folklore, the monkey in his journey to the West. I fucking love that. Like monkey pigsy and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't that like kind of attached to it as a kid. I used to love it, but it wasn't my favorite thing. But I saw like the stage show about 15 years ago, and I was like, this is fucking amazing. I thought it was wicked, right? It was the guy from the I can't remember his name, the guy from the Gorillas that did it, not Damon Albarn, the artist guy. I can't remember, Jamie, whatever. But I talked to my friend Sang about it afterwards, and he was like, it's amazing. Yeah. Like this is like, this is what we grew up on. This is us. This is like everything that we grew up on. Right. So I would genuinely hope that like kind of Shang-Chi is like something similar to that. Yeah. Because it's definitely more in line with like the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon kind of thing than it is Captain America. Yeah. Even with that, I just felt you could have gone deeper with that as well. Like, I don't know. I thought the fight scenes were good though. I thought the bus fight scene was cool. Yeah. I thought the whole village shit and like the it got into like a kind of little bit of Michael Bay territory with the dragon at the end and stuff like that, where there was just so much going on the screen. Like it was a little bit confusing. Like there was just like the I could understand why seeing it in the cinema would probably be essential. Yeah.
Is it on Disney Plus now for free?
Yeah.
For free.
Oh, I'll check it out.
Literally, I just got home the other day and I was looking for something to watch. I was hoping that something new would be up there, like a new Bad Batch or something like that. And Shang-Chi was up there, and I think they heard me squeal from about 3 streets away.
Yeah, I watched Black Widow.
Yeah, Black Widow's cold.
I fucking really like Black Widow, and that's got slated like by loads of them. Yeah, by loads of the Marvel people, by loads of like the Marvel fans and stuff.
Oh,
I thought it was wicked. Yeah, I thought it was really good.
I think. But I guess, like, you know what it is? We've seen Marvel do greatness. We've seen Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. We've seen Ragnarok. We've seen Winter Soldier. Like, so we've seen greatness. So then at the same time, sometimes you're just like, even with I could tell the budget for this movie was a bit lower. Like, the CGI wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, certain parts, I'm like, oh, come on, guys. So,
but I think they're like, so again, yes, these are probably high stakes kind of big bads they've got in these films. So like the whatever it's called, like the force that was going to come through the gate that would end the world, and like in Black Widow, like the widows would have ended the world if like or taken over the world or whatever. But it's not the same as the stakes that have been in the Marvel universe for like the last 2, 3, 4 years now or whatever it is. Yeah. And they're just calling everything back a little bit to introduce the new big bad, and that's all happening in the series. Yeah, that's happening in Loki, and that's happening in WandaVision and shit like that. They're just introducing, which is weird. It's mad, isn't it? It's a mad dynamic now where they're using the films to introduce new characters, and they're using the TV shows to introduce the new like kind of expanded universe.
Because I would say that Loki and WandaVision are both better than
100%, but better
the
both
last
of them.
2 movies.
Yeah.
Speaking of really shitty films,
yeah.
Did you watch the new Home Alone?
No.
All right, don't worry about it. Cool. Moving on.
Talking about really shitty films.
I want to see.
How was June? How was June?
Yeah, it was good, but there was. I think
no spoilers.
But you can say something. It was good, but I didn't like one aspect of the soundtrack or something like that. Absolutely everybody else loved it.
Well, I did like, everyone's wanking over the music by Hans Zimmer.
You find it vulgar?
No, I just didn't think it was all that. I think like it'd have been better with like some other kind of score maybe. But the thing that I do think it lacked was a bit of character development. Need a bit more character development in there, because a lot of the time he's just filming like landscape shots and people just staring, whereas instead of that, he had time to have some more dialogue in there. So you get to know what the fuck is going on a bit more, because if you haven't read the book or someone hasn't told you, there's things that they say in just one little line that if you didn't catch it because you were eating a piece of popcorn and it was crunching in your ear or something, when you're eating it, you wouldn't understand what the fuck is going on.
That's your problem, then, isn't it? That's an you problem. I like that shit.
But
like the thing is, I'm trying to have mercy on other people, innit? Because I know all the shit because I read the book, innit? So I know that shit. I've seen the old film as well. So I know what the fuck's going on.
Did the director do that with like kind of looking at the landscape? Because in June, like one of the biggest characters in it is the landscape.
Yeah, but it wasn't even looking at the landscape in there on that planet. It was another planet. And it was just, and some of it was just like slow motion on someone's face, innit? Like for quite a lot. It's just because Denis Villeneuve, he wanks a bit over visuals, innit? He's a bit of a wanker. So that's just how it goes. He's a bit wanky, innit? That's just how it is. So if you're going to give something to someone who's a bit wanky, you're going to get a wanky product. And that's what happened. So, you know.
What's nuts, yeah? So I was talking to my uncle the other day about, because he used to make music. Computer game music and stuff, yeah, and he did a few for like a few big games.
But your uncle,
yeah,
that's quite mad.
And so one of the guys they used to kind of have like a community of producers that would make music on the Amiga and stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, one of the guys, man, he went on to do some big stuff, man. Like he's done some big movies, man. I can't remember what I know his real name. I don't remember. I knew his name that he had at the time. I don't know what his name is now, man. But I look it up. He's like, yeah, Hans Zimmer. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, man. We used to make music together and stuff. And he's gone on to do some big stuff. I was like, that's crazy.
It's like your uncle coming in and going, I used to work with this guy. I don't know, his real name's Daryl. What's his name? Fucking DJ Premier or something like that.
But yeah, the thing with the music, right? It's good, incidental music, but there's not really a memorable theme that you're gonna
slap. You put Drake on it, innit? Drake could have jumped some.
Well,
Breeze wasn't on any of it.
You know, with these Hollywood films now, yeah, they're going through this trend of having famous pop songs or rock songs, slowing them down and having them in the trailer. So with the Dune one, they had some Pink Floyd songs slowed down. Well, then in that Ghostbusters one, they got some pop song slowed down, the new Ghostbusters trailer. I can't remember what it is. The Batman one, they had Nirvana slowed down.
Yeah.
And it's like, stop fucking doing the same thing all the time. They always do this. Like a couple of years ago, it was the high piano melody of just the little melody in the high piano range.
Yeah.
Kanye started that shit. Give Kanye his flowers. Hey, we didn't even talk about the fucking Kanye interview. We're like about to finish our fucking podcast.
Yeah, mate, the Kanye interview. But yeah, back to that point. AC, my mate Lex makes mad film trailers now. Like I think he's scored like the trailer music for every single Bruce Willis film that's come out in the last 5 years.
I was looking at his shit last night. I was just like, wait, this guy has done like some stuff.
Yeah, he's done some real stuff.
He don't even post it though. He just he'll post like the picture of it. Like, I worked on this. I'm like, bro, post the music.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. So all they do, he gets the brief through, and they'll go, can you make something that kind of sounds like LL Cool J, Mama Said Knock You Out, but slower. So like I'll send him an acapella if I've got it, so that he can like kind of get the timing and the rhythm of it. And then it's on everything. Like literally every single like brief that he gets nowadays is this is what you want. We want you to make, and we want you to pitch it down, make it like kind of 2 octaves like lower and slower. Fucking mad.
That's what I'm saying, man. As soon as you get money involved in art goes down the fucking toilet. Like, well, that's what the problem is. And then you got any monopolies running. Like, have you seen the Morbius trailer?
Nope. No, I haven't seen it yet.
Watch the Morbius trailer. Exactly the same. Some rock song. I can't remember what song it is, but it's slowed down again. And it's the same. It's just fucking corporatism is just fucked, man.
I was saying shit films.
Thinking, like, Amazon soon, they're going to rule the world, isn't it? It'll be all these companies. We're not going to have countries anymore. It'll just be companies, yeah?
But will the aliens let them know? I thought you said the aliens are going to run the world. So when
the vaccine fall into this?
Maybe the aliens are taking tithes, innit? They might be paying them tithes, all these companies and shit. But it's going to be monopolies there. Like Amazon, they're doing the Amazon Fresh now. So now they're selling food as well, innit? You seen their shop?
Yeah, it's fucking great, mate. Like you get fucking, I haven't used it yet, but I'm definitely going to.
Yeah, so they got a few of them. Then they're going to go into everything. Like Amazon's just going to rule the world. I used to think it would be Tesco's would rule the UK soon, but now I'm thinking Amazon.
Amazon's just going to rule the world.
Yeah.
Talking about shit films before we move on to Kanye, right? Mortal Kombat, possibly the worst fucking film I've seen in years. But the Australian bloke in it,
he is so funny.
He's so good. Like, it powered me through the film. It's when he died. I was like, oh, I can't
believe Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Man. I ain't seen that yet.
He said this one line where he was trying to get the vegetables off someone else sitting at the table. He goes, what are your fucking ears painted on, mate? Like that. That was it. That was it done. I was like 10 out of 10 IMDb.
he killed it. I was like, this film is garbage, and you lot could have made it so good. Like the fighting scene at the beginning was cool. I was like, okay, this is gonna work. They just made it. It was like the worst of the worst of the worst. Every line was a line you knew they were gonna say.
It's such a shit story. They never actually did Mortal Kombat.
No, not at all. It's so garbage.
They did this thing where they went and just fucking killed all their competitors, and then the guy came back at the end. I'm spoiling it, but don't watch it.
It don't matter.
Don't watch it. Yeah, and they never actually did like. Maybe they just run out of budget. I don't know. And I knew it was going to be kind of shit because it was like an hour and a half. Yeah. And, you know, like modern films are all like fucking 3 hours. I was like, what are they going to do in an hour and a half? Like, if they're setting it up from him, then they've not even found like the fucking Mortal Kombat guys yet. Like, how is this going to develop? And it ends up in a shit set with a shit fight. And yeah, it was just shit. But that fucking Australian bloke is brilliant.
He killed it, man. Yeah, and then they killed him. And it's like, why would you do that? He was the
juice of the film.
The best.
That's a bit like Suicide Squad where they killed Captain Boomerang at the very beginning, innit?
Yeah.
Pretty much. And I feel like he was kind of like, he was that character.
Yeah, he was,
but just like turned up all the way.
Yeah.
And it's like, so it's like everybody else is in a shit film and they're acting in the shit film. He's in a shit film, but knows it's a shit film and is taking a piss out of the shit film. And it feels the tone of what his character was amazing.
Everybody else was generic, like kind of generic B-movie kind of shit actors. And there was no, you know, like the first Mortal Kombat film, it was shit, but it was Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that.
The one from 95, you not seen that?
I've never seen it. No, never.
It's shit, but like it's Mortal Kombat, and it's like the Street Fighter film. It's fucking rubbish, but there's a Street Fighter characters in it, and they do street fighting stuff. Like this one was just a
but what's his name in Street Fighter?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No, the guy playing Bison, he was sick. He made the film really good. And Zangief as well. Zangief was funny, man.
Sick soundtrack for that Street Fighter film as well. Fully hip hop soundtrack.
So speaking of hip hop soundtracks and good movies.
Oh shit! You know what I watched as well, though.
Yes, yeah. Go on, then.
What you gonna say?
You know, because like obviously all the Mortal Kombat come out and rare. So then Amazon Prime are trying to jump on that quick. Right. They put Double Dragon on there.
Bad man film.
I might watch that tonight.
I tried watching it. I turned it off after about half hour.
Nah, man, 80s gold.
And also they had gold. Johnny Mnemonic. That was terrible.
That's
man.
A shit film.
I don't know how that film was made.
I mean, to be honest, like Keanu Reeves isn't any but like kind of better actor then than he is now.
No.
Like but it doesn't matter. Like I watched John Wick 3 again the other day. I fucking love that film. Like it's fucking wicked. I love all the John Wick films. They're like shameless, absolutely shameless.
You would, man.
Yeah, it's just what I want. Like it's people like someone was chatting the other day about John Wick 3 about how the motorbike scene defies gravity and defies science. It's like, who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter. But like possibly one of the worst bits of acting at the end of John Wick 3, you know, where he falls off the building at the end.
I've not seen any John Wick films.
So
what?
Have you not?
Fuck you.
No.
So he falls off a building at the end.
But you can read Dune books. All right. Cool.
But
that was ages ago, man.
I'm not doing that.
And he gets rescued and he just can't die. He basically can't die, right? And they pull him into the sewer and like the kind of the sewer king, like the homeless king, who's also like a hitman, goes, I'm pissed off. Are you pissed off, John? Like that. And he's just on the floor and he just looks up and he goes, yeah. Like that. And that's the end of the film. Like it's the fucking worst bit of acting ever, but it's so good. It gave me like, it brings like the hairs up on my arms, man. It's fucking brilliant.
Some actors can't act, but there's need a good director.
Yeah.
And a good storyline. And
then Matrix was the perfect vehicle for him, innit?
So is John Wick.
I think John Wick. Because it's like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. We got other films to talk about. But okay, let's just we're going to try and get through these. So Harder They Fall.
Brilliant.
Bad man film. Thought it was sick. Watch it twice in a row.
Yeah.
Like, did what it's supposed to do. I don't think it's as good as Magnificent Seven, but I'm super biased. That's my favorite cowboy film. I'll watch that again as well, just to make sure. And was like, yeah, it's still the best. But they set up for a sequel.
Yeah, yeah.
So now it's done well.
Yeah, what's her name? Terrible Teresa. What's her name?
Trudy.
Yeah.
So
have you looked at the real characters? Have you looked them up? Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah, I thought it was cool, and it's good to see like stuff getting greenlit and people getting behind it.
Yeah.
A lot of people behind that film. Like,
who's that by again? How do they fall?
It's by what's the guy's name? James.
I can't remember, but Jay-Z had a hand in funding it.
Right, okay.
Let me give this guy his flowers.
But talking about characters that when I don't want to ruin it if no one ain't seen it, but characters you're affected by when they die. The main character, the main baddie in it, when he bites the dust at the end, I'm actually affected by that.
Yeah. Okay. So director James Samuel, sick guy,
okay. Yeah,
big guy, wicked.
He's English.
Yeah, he's English, man.
Yeah.
But the cast is nuts. Jonathan Mayers, Zazie Beetz. Who else is big in this? There's a few people in there, man. There's a few names and stuff. Damon Wayans Jr. Like he did his thing. But
what's his name? Cherokee Bill. What's that guy's name?
Cherokee Bill's name.
The actor that plays him.
Atlanta.
Lakeith, that's it. He's fucking sick.
Fucking kills it.
He's wicked in everything. In Atlanta as well. Like he's drinking different juice in Atlanta. Like I don't where the inspiration from that character comes from in Atlanta. It's just not. There's nothing stereotypical about his character in that. Nah. It's fucking amazing.
And you know what's really funny, because Atlanta's one of the programs I watched where I'm trying to put my show together, yeah. And his character, I'm just like, yeah, he's kind of like AC in a way, because he'll just say some random shit and you'll be like, what the fuck is going on in this guy's head? But like, again, just the way same with the conspiracy theories, he comes out with all that shit. It's just like, damn. There's no way you could even, like they knew somebody who was like that.
Yeah, 100%. Because every character in every program that's ever been made, there's like, and I'm not saying he's the best character in any program, but like there's always like a stereotypical part of their character that you can identify with. Like his character in that, he'd say shit and you'd be like, what the fuck? But in an everyday setting as well.
Yeah.
So what did he say? Well, like, give it what?
No, you just have to watch it.
You got to watch it.
Yeah, you got to watch
it.
There's
too many.
What's it on?
Atlanta is in Disney.
It's on Disney. Yeah.
Atlanta, what the one by what's his face?
Childish Gambino. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, man, that was sick. That was sick. I watched this other film. It stars Nicolas Cage.
Here we go.
The pig one.
What?
The one about the pig.
Nicolas Cage ain't that far off of Bruce Willis when it comes to film selection nowadays. He's
like
one step above.
This one's
seen the film?
Which one?
Pig. You seen
I
that
haven't seen the pig.
No.
I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet. What the fuck? What's going on? It's called Willy's Wonderland, yeah? And
what the fuck?
Is that a horror one?
It's a horror one, but it's like a proper like B movie style.
Yeah.
And he has no lines, so he doesn't speak for the whole movie. It's so cold, man. It's such a like a fun film to watch.
Is that on Amazon?
Amazon, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, it might be not Amazon. I think it was on Now TV.
Right.
Yeah, but it's like one of them films that's so fun to watch, and it's cool to see like Nicolas Cage back just making fun films. And back where he's supposed to be. Like he shouldn't be doing like the shitty stuff.
Nah.
It's almost like a film you would expect my man Harry Potter man to do. Like
Oh yeah. Like Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, because he does all the best films. They'll come with him with a script to go, yo, Daniel, this script is absolutely fucked. And he's like, cool. I mean,
that is how an actor stops himself from being typecast. Exactly what Daniel Radcliffe has done. Yeah, that's exactly the way you stop yourself from being typecast.
And just doing, I guess it's like,
because I thought he was shit in Harry Potter, but then in Women in Black, he was good.
Fuck off!
I'm going for a piss.
Oh, what, you rated him in Harry Potter, yeah?
He was good in Harry Potter. Women in
Black.
None of them. Women in Black was like his worst.
Why would you choose Women in Black?
Women in Black was his worst role, man.
Nah, he acted
I thought he was over him when he did Women in Black. I was like, nah.
I need a piss. Cool.
Yeah.
He acted better in Women in Black.
Listen, when he did Women in Black, I was like, I see what you're trying to do here. You're trying to get away from the Harry Potter little kiddie stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I just don't think it's gonna work because you're still too much of a kid. You look like you still look like a kid. You don't look like an adult. The Harry Potter, you're too close to it. Whereas the stuff he's doing since then, so with Swiss Army Man and all that kind of shit, like he just went Guns Akimbo, like all these ones he's done. It's like sick. This is what you need to be doing. Stuff that's like so far away from that shit, no one can say anything, and they're really good films as well.
I think he should just quit though. Now he should quit, man. Let someone else do something.
He's not taking jobs from no one.
Yeah, he is.
Who's he taking jobs from?
From other people who could be getting a starring role.
They're not getting
Nah.
Fuck off now, innit? Nah, not at all. Those people, that are coming in, they're not going for those niche fucking roles. They're niche movies. They're not doing none of them. They're trying to get the safe shit because they want to become stars. He's already a star, so he don't give a fuck. He's doing the fucking underground shit that no one else is really doing and making it pop because it's him. Someone else, it wouldn't do that. So
yeah, you got a point there. You got a point.
That's to me, that's the way it's supposed to be done. It's like you got to think of it. Imagine, like say Drake now, decided I'm not doing normal pop music. I'm just gonna go fucking deep into the stuff that like the Rock Marciano, Earl Sweatshirt, some fucking deep shit. That's the shit I'm doing from now on. Then it's cool. It's like cool. You lot can try and pop, try and do your thing, but I'm doing this shit here. Like,
I think, but because in Harry Pothead, I thought the best actor in the out of the kids was Hermione, innit?
Maybe like a very annoying character, so I guess it worked.
Yeah, she could act though. The other lot, they couldn't act for fucking shit.
You're trying to say Ron Weasley couldn't act?
Nah, he couldn't. He's crap.
Ron Weasley put his foot in that shit. Ron Weasley was doing what he was supposed to do. Like Harry Potter might have been, I don't even know. Like you might say Harry Potter was the weakest actor out of them. He just had the look, But at the same time, I'm a big believer in direction. Like it's your job as a director to have your actor act a certain way, to read a line a certain way, or to react to another actor a certain way. And obviously, you're never really going to go past your kind of core personality unless you are a really, really good actor. But I just be watching these Korean movies, man, and I see the way some of these people act. I'm just like, fuck. Like, how did the director pull it out of you? Like, what did they tell you to put you in that mood for you to act that way? Like
Korean cinema and Korean like TV and stuff like that is pretty hammed up anyway. And like it's kind of not overacted, but that's the kind of style that they go for. It's not. I think that there's a trend to underact in like kind of Hollywoods. I think. I think
you're meant to go. You look weird otherwise.
Going back to Harry Potter, I think Harry Potter was supposed to be like the weakest character out of all of them because he was the one that was on the journey of self-discovery. Like I think that you find that with like a lot of these films, like the main character, it's just a bit fucking wet. Like, and then he's got or he or she has got like the kind of the cast of supporting characters like around them.
You can be wet, but then again, that's like the acting shouldn't.
I don't think he's a bad actor.
I thought it was good.
I don't think he's a bad actor. I just don't think he was
supposed to be. He was better in Great Expectations when he played the kid in that, and that was before Harry Potter. That's how he got the role for Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
I don't even know what Great Expectations is, so I don't want to fuck
that Charles Dickens shit in it, and he goes there and he meets some woman.
Why did you watch that?
What's the matter with this guy? Huh? I swear, man, AC, you watch the maddest shit, you know.
What made you watch Great Expectations?
Well, it was at Christmas, I'm at my mum's. She had it on. So I'm watching
Fair enough.
it.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there watching it and then you go, Mum, who's this kid? This shit's cold, you know.
No, I didn't know who the fuck. I just took it in, innit? And then next thing I know, Harry Potter's come out. And then my sister's like, oh, you got to go watch Harry Potter. So I'm going to watch Harry Potter. And
every time you say Harry Potter, you owe Tara some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. But
so that's a penny. Every time you say that, a penny goes to Tara.
Nah, he owes me money, so I ain't giving him shit.
We don't want to get on to people owing you money again.
Go get it. Go pull up on him, man. Go pull up on him.
We had to cut an entire piece of this podcast over who owes who money a minute ago. So
go pull up on him, man.
Do you know what it's well worth seeing. The Woman in Black, like it's based on a stage show. I went to see the stage show with my mum years ago, and it's fucking wicked. It's really, really good.
Is it still on though?
Yeah, it's the longest running show in the world, isn't it?
So my cousin went to see it. Yeah, she went to see it like how you did, and she was like, it was really good.
It's fucking wicked. Like it's really like, you know, there's the bit in it where like the ghost appears at the window, and in the film, it's like proper shit up. Like that wasn't half as scary as when it happens in a theater.
Yes.
Like I literally scream cunt on the top of my voice. Cunt!
Sorry, mum. Sorry, everyone. Sorry. Oh God. Carry on, guys.
Bloke to the left of me launched his fucking sweets up in the air. Cunt!
The Woman in Black got fucking scared. She's like, oh, Jesus Christ. No, sorry, love. Carry on.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I want to start going to more stage plays.
I went to
one the other day, innit?
Which one did you go to?
A View from the Bridge.
Where was that?
That was up. My sister's husband was in it. He was playing Eddie Carboni in it.
Sick.
And it was quite good. You ever seen that one? We had to do it in school.
He's a thespian. He treads the boards.
Yeah, he was in Batman as well.
Serious?
The original one, 1989.
He was Joker. Oh, right, okay.
No, he wasn't Jack Nicholson. No.
So I went to.
Wait, who was he in the 1989 one?
Some person on the street.
Okay.
Was that the name of the actual character?
I don't know. He said he was, he was in that, and he was in a few other things, but then he went to stage shit, innit?
So the 1989 one, you know, the young Bruce Wayne in it. I'm talking right in the mic, aren't I? The young Bruce Wayne in it, he's actually from South Oxley. His name's Charlie. I used to go to fucking Scouts with him.
Sick.
Isn't it? Was he a Nazi as well or not?
No, he wasn't a Nazi. Like I ended up getting in a fight, defending him in a fight at Scout camp when me and him ended up having to fight like the other Scouts from South Oxley. They're like, you're allowed from the fucking whatever it was, the Batman film, blah blah blah, and they started bullying him. So we ended up having like a proper Batman fight. I was like, I got in a fight with Bruce Wayne. Like Bruce Wayne had my back. Yeah.
Speaking of school kids or younger kids and movies. So one of the kids from Harry Potter, not going to say which one it is, but he was a bit of a naughty lad, and
what did he ever grow?
What, was he in school with you?
Wait, not with me. No, don't give any more information.
All right. It was in the newspaper.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he owed this kid. He was in Harry Potter, and he owed Amos some money, and man, Amos fucked him up.
That was in the newspaper.
Nah, not that bit.
That bit. I don't even know if it's the same kid. It sounds like it probably is.
Someone had to intervene to stop him not being here with us anymore. But,
flipping hell, what you better cut that out of the podcast as well, innit?
Nah, it's cool.
No, it was in the newspaper that he had to grow. It was years ago. Like it was whatever it was, fucking 6-7 years ago or something like that. Yeah.
I think he ended up inside.
Did he?
Yeah. Who was he playing then?
I don't know, he's a big kid, a big lad.
Yeah, the big lad.
But he used to live on the same street, innit?
Oh, was he playing one of Malfoy's mates?
I think
the
so.
Bully?
Yeah,
he's a bully.
Oh.
He's the big chubby face lad, isn't it?
He wasn't a bully in real life.
Not when he met Amos. All fucking 5'3" of Amos. Turned him inside out.
I tell you what, man. One of them people that's
I've got to talk to him this week, actually.
One of the people that's scary when they lose their temper. He's one of them people, man.
He's borderline when he's not lost his temper. Like he's fucking... I was coming back he's just animated, isn't he? Like he's an animated character, Amos. We need to have him on here at some point.
Okay. We'll try. We'll do something. Anything else we got to touch on, Brown? What we got?
Kanye interview.
Kanye. Yeah, we got to talk about Kanye.
What happened with him now?
Oh yeah, it's hip hop that didn't happen in
AC's universe.
In AC's universe. Yeah.
Well, okay. Long story short, He did the interview with
Did you hear
Nori.
the second interview?
I listened to half of it, got
Yeah,
bored, and was like, nah, I don't want to hear no more of this. Because I feel like the second half was really just them to try and push the Larry Hoover stuff.
Yeah, it's the Larry Hoover stuff.
Right,
Yeah,
so I wasn't really interested in that. But Kanye said a lot of stuff that I agreed with, a lot of stuff that I liked. He's definitely a genius. He's a futurist. He sees things differently, man.
Yeah, he just sees things different.
And it was cool. It's kind of cool to see. It's kind of cool to like challenge. It's funny, yeah, because all the AC's mates, all the conspiracy theorists, they just chat pure shit, right? So it's always like, oh, the aliens are gonna come and all this shit, and it's never anything based in any sort of facts, right? But with him, it's like, nah, like these are stuff that we could probably do. We could probably change the way contracts are written. We could probably change the way we commute between school and work. And all that. Like it's all stuff, like real things. Like,
that's what, bro. That's what I was saying about Zoom. We should just do everything on Zoom, innit? Fuck going to work or going anywhere. Just Zoom, innit, man? That's it.
You can, but then again, it's like it's what there's the intangibles. The intangibles. There's the stuff that's gonna happen when we turn the camera off that me and Terry are gonna speak about. That you're just not gonna get in another situation. There's things that are like the point of this podcast is for us to have discussions.
Yeah.
But the point of being a human is for us to interact with each other in meaningful ways. So what's the best way to interact with each other in a meaningful way? So then you kind of got to figure out, right? You know what I mean? It's give and take.
Yeah, but I don't want to go to work. I'd rather just do it on Zoom, innit?
Yeah,
do
but the thing is,
on Zoom, and then I can just go, interact with people that aren't in work.
That's cool.
You, innit, though? That's you. Like, they did a survey a little while ago of, like, kind of, because obviously Zoom working is a big thing nowadays. And there's a lot of companies that are dumping their head offices or their offices or whatever, and people just, like, kind of working remotely from here on outwards. But the thing about it is, as well, they did a survey and they said that there's so many people out there that they want to get on a train. They miss getting on a train. They missed interacting with people, going to lunch, going to Pret and stuff like that, and getting out of the fucking house. Like, everybody's different.
Everyone's different, man.
Everybody's different. Like, when I
just be like me.
I don't think that
they have a better time. If they're because like end of the day, going to work and they're not your real friends. They're people you meet at work. They're not your mates.
But not everybody. Some people have got real friends at work.
Yeah, and I'd say a lot of my real friends came from work. I wouldn't know you if it wasn't through work. I wouldn't know Terry if it wasn't through work. So it depends on
depends on the person.
Yeah, and like I say this, man, like all my best friends have come through work. Like all my best friends either came through work or school. Like that's just how it goes, man.
Yeah,
like,
same here.
School is just a work training ground, isn't it?
It can be. It don't. It's
socialization training ground as well.
It's how you take it, man. It's how you take it.
Like school is considered like one of the rings of socialization for young people, isn't it?
One of the what? The rings?
One of the rings of socialization. So the first ring is your family, the second one is school, the third one's work, and so on and so forth. And it kind of goes out from there. But the really important one for young people is school.
Yeah, from when you go to school, it's over. Your life's over. You're fucked now. That's it. That's where all the rot starts. When you
worldview is so bleak sometimes.
You say that though. But then I feel like a lot of people, if they had gone to school and actually listened, they wouldn't be talking about aliens now.
Yeah, but I went to school and I'm talking about aliens.
Yeah, but I'm never quite sure.
I just don't think you listened because you were next to fucking Adolf and the hippies.
Yeah.
Like you weren't really learning.
You were sad about the hippies and you were jealous of the hippies because they were so free with themselves, and you were having to fight off Adolf.
You got a good memory, man. You got a good memory, innit?
Yeah.
It's part of the podcast, bro.
Yeah.
It's part of podcast canon. We know what's happened.
So back to the Kanye interview. The best part of it, there was so much knowledge drops and all that kind of stuff. But the beef stuff was fucking hilarious. Do you know do you listen to the second one where he goes, "I'm sorry, backpackers, I was pretending I've always loved guns and cars and bitches. Like, he's like, sorry, Talib Kweli, but I never fucked with your rapping. He went in on Kanye on Talib Kweli.
Yeah, but don't backpackers like guns and shit like that in America?
They do.
Yeah. He was talking about dilated and like all the backpacky kind of stuff that he did, because he came out. He said, "I'm the first. What's it with a backpack? What did he say?
I don't know.
On one of his first, but he was like
polo in the backpack.
Yeah, polo in the backpack, because he was he's very much on that, like, kind of appealing to the backpacker scene. But the backpacker scene in America is not the same as the backpacker scene
but I think
England.
Even with it was called the college dropout. It's the college kids. That was the backpacker.
That's the backpacker
thing. Yeah, so it was like really the suburban kids. That's what he was
trying
to tap into.
So you're saying he just admitted that he was lying to them?
Yeah, but it was just a joke. It was like he was just fucking around. It was just a joke.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, so he didn't mean that he just is a fake.
It was just more along the lines of, like, kind of, he was just saying that he's not fun, like, because he had like a lot of personal, like, kind of axes to grind. I think a lot of people that have come out and said shit about him over the last few years with like Donald Trump and fucking and all that kind of shit. He just had like kind of personal axes to grind, and that's what he did with Talib Kweli. Like he kind of said a little bit about Common, but not too much. He was very respectful about Common, actually. But John Legend,
Common and Talib Kweli are both wankers, though, isn't it? So
because this is what happened when they said Common or Talib, and he was like, "What? Don't even put them in the same thing." He's like, Common is cold. Common is like this, that. He's like, Talib is garbage. He went in on Talib. He went in on Talib and in on Big Sean. Like those two.
Big Sean and John Legend. Those three, like, kind of like he was a bit more respectful about John Legend, but Big Sean, he was cold about Big Sean.
Oh, what did John Legend say about him?
He didn't really say that much about him. Is the fact that I think he said a few, like, kind of supportive but condescending things about him and his mental health. But it's more so that the opposing fucking political party, I never know which one's which, like, kind of use Common and John Legend and a few of the other, Big Sean, as like
what Democrats?
Yeah, the Democrats use them in their like. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, I think
Common's a fucking racist, yeah. And Big Sean, I don't know about him. And Common's a racist. And who's the other geezer? What's the other guy? John Legend. John Legend's a fucking pest, a sex pest.
He's a puppet.
Yeah,
wait, how's he a sex pest?
I know one guy who's going out with his girl. Yeah, she's trying to make it in the music industry. Yeah. And John Legend said she had to fuck him and all his mates, otherwise she ain't getting nowhere.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So she asked her boyfriend, you know, if I've got to do these things, can you let me do that? And he was like, nah, we're done, innit? It broke up.
So then she did it.
Yeah, she did it, yeah.
Allegedly.
And that's Mariah Carey.
Huh? Say it again?
He said, that's Mariah Carey.
No, it's Mariah Carey, but
I know it's not Mariah Carey.
We know it's fucking like.
Yeah. No, she's done well though. But
Mariah,
it's done all right, isn't it? It's about to be that time of the year again.
Right, the other one. I ain't saying her name on the podcast though. I'll tell you afterwards when we hit the button.
Yeah, I don't want to know, to be fair. But we got to end this, man. I'm not sure when we're gonna do another one.
So, I mean, tonight was obviously a classic that will tide people over for a little while.
It will. Like, you know what I mean? This was definitely up there in the top 10 of podcasts that we've done.
I have to give myself like a 4-week break from listening to AC talk about his conspiracy theories.
I think the more we leave him, the more he hangs out with them, man, and just goes down a fucking rabbit hole.
We had him pretty straightened out, for a while.
The first couple of episodes, he was on point.
We kind of whipped him into shape a little bit. Now he's sitting in a fucking service station talking about aliens. Where they all go wrong.
Fucked, man. Proper fucked. But I don't. Yeah, there's nothing else we need to really say. Nothing else we need to touch on.
Well, Terra met a bus driver.
Oh God!
Here we go.
We were so fucking close. We were so fucking close to the end.
Fuck the alien, innit? Fuck the alien.
Oh, okay. So we're really close to the end now. Please give the condensed version of this story, AC.
Is that the whole story? That's the whole story.
Yeah, he just met him in
So we
Luton.
met a bus driver that fucked an alien.
Met a bus
Yeah,
driver.
he said he met a guy in Luton. I think he was a bus driver, if my memory serves me correct.
Right.
He was just on the bus. So what we know, these are the facts. Terror Slim, met a person who may have been a bus driver or may have just been on a bus with Terror.
Yeah.
Told Terror that he fucked an alien.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Was it consensual?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Right,
Cool.
right, that's good then.
All
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
all
so,
good, all
yeah,
good.
as long as it's consensual.
All good. And on that note,
yeah.
But they're here, innit? They're here and they're fucking.
So this goes more to the point of Terror. It definitely is the king of the cardboard box people.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
He is the king of the cardboard box
The
people.
caravan king.
I don't meet people on a daily basis that either think they have or actually have fucked an alien.
Nope.
Terror meets these people on a weekly,
Yeah, but I'm
daily
sure
basis.
Terry, you met them, but they just didn't feel
They
comfortable.
don't talk to me. They don't talk to me. That's why Terror is the king of the cardboard box people.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you probably met aliens.
Mm.
Yeah, you probably met them. You've
Terror
been
might
around.
be an alien.
Yeah,
Terror
yeah.
might be an alien.
Huh?
Terror might be an alien.
Terror or Terry?
Terror.
So I like in this scenario, if aliens do exist and they're walking among us, I probably have met aliens, right? I'm not saying that I have, and I'm not saying that they do. But if there was anybody that an alien or an alien fucker was going to reveal themselves to,
It's gonna be Terror.
it's going to be Terror.
Yeah. 100%. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, and alien fuckers, yeah, man, we'll catch you on the next one.
We got to do one before Christmas.
We'll do another one before Christmas.
We'll arrange to do it in the studio because this is a nice scenario here in the studio.
Here, we either do it here at Terry's or at mine. Like,
do it at mine, do it at yours, whatever.
Yeah, either way, man. We're gonna do something properly. If we do it at mine, we got the big couches. We can have fucking drinks, mince pies.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole fucking Christmas show.
Yeah. Let's do a Christmas show because there's definitely not going to be a fucking Christmas tree up at mine.
Nah, yeah, we got Christmas trees coming up real soon, man. So
Yeah.
we'll do that. But guys, stay blessed. And we will catch you on the next one. Please look after yourselves.
Actually, before we go, let me put my Christmas tree in the camera shot. Carry on.
All right, cool.
Oh, you got a Christmas tree?
Oh, he legit has a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, it's all gone. It's all gone crazy.
What's that?
Here we go.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
It's got the frosting on it as well, yeah?
All right, cool people. Peace and love. We are out.